Wait a second, that's kind of...
I have a new fascination with this fail word that you folks are using, especially now that I've been educated at epic fail, which I've... Really?
Epic is my favorite word.
Okay, well, you know, that's understandable. It's a good word. It's a good word. Yes, epic proportions. Good. So, my students possess the strength to succeed in anything they do. We already awed. There was a chorus of awes before the recording started. Joey, start us off here. What do we know about subject and predicate?
The subject is students.
Correct. And the predicate?
Successes.
Correct. By the way, please learn how to spell possess, because you will probably use it, and many people misspell it by typing posse or posses, and posse's quite different from possess, but of course Word believes they're both spelled correctly because they are, so it's rather fun when I'm reading a Lord of the Flies essay and suddenly Ralph has a posse. Which he should, really, but anyway. Let's see about diagramming the simple bits. My students, okay, help me out. Rachel, help me out with a little bit more before we get to that infinitive phrase. What else do you know about diagramming?
Well, possesses the strength. I don't know.
Yes, yeah. You don't have to be so unsure. You're absolutely correct. Possess is the direct object. I mean, strength is the direct object. So let's place that up there. Okay, we'll need some space. Why do we need space? Because I got a tree coming, that's right. Can somebody tell me in a little bit more precise grammatical terminology why we need space? Sam?
To succeed is an infinitive. I think it would go under possess, right?
What is it modifying? What is to succeed in anything they do? Strength. They have the strength. Which strength? The strength to succeed in anything they do. I'm sorry? No, it's an adjective modifying strength. Remember what infinitives do. Infinitives act as adjectives, adverbs, or nouns. We saw the nouns. Nouns are pretty easy. We saw one yesterday as a direct object. Now we're seeing an infinitive phrase, to succeed in anything they do, modifying the word strength. So I could talk about the will to carry on, the intent to do harm, to carry on, to do harm. These are all infinitives modifying the noun that they follow. And in this case, we have to succeed in anything they do. This is modifying strength. Therefore, it drops down from strength.
What?
Okay. Now, what do you know? Yeah.
Or if you have multiple adjectives describing one noun, does it matter what order they go in?
No.
Okay.
No, multiple adjectives which describe the same noun describe it independently. So you can throw it any way you want. So I could have thrown the after this infinitive phrase. I could have done any of that just fine. The way I've written it, now I see, I just sort of wrote it off the cuff. The way I've written it's actually going to present a couple problems. So let's see what we can do. What do we know? Reagan, what do you know? Correct. Succeed is this main word in this infinitive, so let's place it there.
Is anything a direct object?
Correct. Prepositional phrase. So far, so good. And that will be fine. For some reason,
That works.
my smartboard has decided not to like third period. I don't know why, especially considering the sentence that's on the board right now. But everything's good, right? So far. Everything seems fine. Now this last little bit's going to drive you a bit nuts. Danny, do you have any idea? Oh, okay.
I don't really get why when it goes down and when it goes up.
Okay, excellent. Why would something drop down from a line? Julia. It's modifying what's on the line. Okay, so dropping down means it modifies. Now, we pulled it up before because that word was a direct object. It was a noun in itself. It doesn't modify anything. So it belongs, technically it belonged on the main horizontal line, but since there was so much of this mess, the diagram pulls it up above. Does that make sense? Okay, so pulling it up above the line means it's a noun or a verb. It's some primary word. Pulling it below the line means it's modifying, subordinate to whatever's going on there. Does that help? Julia? What does they do? You're not going to find out what they do is. It's going to, because it's so short.
Oh, is that a separate clause?
Yes. It's an entirely separate clause. Do you see why? Because it has subject and predicate, a noun and a verb. Oh, now Sam's in pain. Oh, ah, oh. Actually, it's not all that bad. Hold on. It's not that bad. Do you know what word we removed from this sentence that we could insert to connect anything and they do? That. Very good. Anything that they do. However, we eliminated that for a principle that we call economy, using the fewest words possible, or the fewest words necessary, I should say. We eliminated that. You all understood the sentence. It made total sense to you. However, the word that would have been a sure marker for a clause. Without that there, at first you looked at it and you weren't quite sure what's going on. They do. It's a clause. What kind of clause? Ask yourself what this clause is doing in the sentence. It's describing something. It's not describing what's it attached to. Anything. It's describing anything. Which anything? Anything that they do. It's giving further information about anything. Therefore, it belongs attached. Remember we talked about adjective clauses? Adjective clauses belong attached to the noun that they modify. They're acting as adjectives. They're clauses that act as adjectives. Here's what I need to do. Subordinate. Adjectives are always subordinate clauses. There you go.